el podcast más chingón. Puras entrevistas machín.
What up, everybody? This is the What Did He Said podcast. I am your host, Chingo Bling with the Big Tamarindo. Today, we're going to have some energy, man. I got me some props up in here. There, that kind of sets the vibe, don't you think, Joseph? Shout out to my producer, Joseph. He has been working hard, coming up with questions for our guests today, doing a lot of research, and also he's been editing a lot of the past vlogs. So, if you go to my YouTube, we're going to be posting all of the vlogs. Why am I calling them vlogs? All of the podcasts. That's how much stuff we got going on, man. We got vlogs being edited, podcasts, everything. So if you go to my YouTube right now, we have the brand new, the interview we just did with Donkey Boy, Houston artist, Donkey Boy. But go to my YouTube, check it out. For everybody that's listening on the iTunes, the Apple Podcast, we also have them on YouTube. If you want to see how the action is going down. So, real quick announcement. We're about to hit the road, man. It's a 7-day countdown. We're 7 days away from getting on an airplane and going to beautiful, luxurious, warm, hot, and deserty El Paso, Texas. I'm going to give me some Chico's tacos. Wish me luck with that. I think I'm going to pack some Pepto-Bismol. No offense to the people of El Paso and fans of the Chico's tacos, but I hear they pack a punch. And, you know, I'm kind of like Joseph, man. You know, I've been on the little bird diet, and Chico's tacos might, you know, run through me right now. I don't know if I'm ready. I might have to, like, make a Chico's taco smoothie, like, just take my time with it and just sip on it throughout the day. So, we have El Paso, Texas, August 4th, 5th, and 6th. And before I forget, we're going to be doing a live podcast. We're going to do it live in El Paso on August 3rd from the Tipsy Tiger. That's a bar that's cracking right now in El Paso. And it's going to be our first time doing all of this live in front of people. What do you think, Joseph?
I think that's going to be great.
I'm scared. Joseph's not going to be there to have my back and have questions typed up and all that. I'm going to be out there on my own in El Paso. But if you want to attend the live podcast, live studio audience podcast in El Paso at the Tipsy Tiger on August 3rd, it's free and it's exclusive. The only people that could come through there is if you are a ticket holder to one of the shows August 4th, 5th, and 6th. And real quick, it is at the comic strip. The shows that I'm doing is at the comic strip. And last night on Netflix, I was watching Latin comedian. Or comedian. I'm not even going to put him in that category. That's not even cool. That's like the big pun thing. Yeah. All right. Comedian who happens to be Latin. His name is Willie Barcena. OG veteran. Very funny. It's on Netflix. And he actually filmed it at the comedy club I'm going to be at. It's called The Comic Strip. Bart Reed's Comic Strip right there on Airway. All right. So some more dates real quick. We're also hitting Cleveland, Ohio, August 11th. Hollywood Improv, August 18th. And then we're doing San Diego on the 19th and the 20th. And we're doing Oxnard, California. It's going to be my first time doing comedy. I think my first time doing any kind of show in Oxnard, California. All the tickets are on my website, chingobling.com. Now, we have a special guest today, man. It is an honor to have this dude, very talented, a lot of respect, representing for Houston internationally, all over the world. This dude's passport is tatted up like Wiz Khalifa. He actually gets harassed at customs because they're like, man, you again, bro? What are you doing over here? What, you back? You back again? Where you going this time? Bolivia? Where you at? Where you at? Japan? What's cracking? And he actually has like three passport books. See, that's his phone ringing right now because this dude is in demand like Barack Obama. We have phones ringing because this dude is blowing up. Right now, man, put your hands together. Make some noise, Joseph. Back me up. I don't want to be going up. Give it up for B-Boy Moy. We got B-Boy Moy up in here. What's up, man?
What's up? What up, Chingo?
Man, the What Did He Said podcast is off to a great start, man. We got some real good people. So let me just give y'all a little bit of a background. Man, just to sum it up, man, this dude is an artist. He's like on the Bruce Lee of b-boying. How would you describe yourself, man? Tell him what you do.
Damn. Nah, man. Well, I've been breaking, for 21 years now, involved in the hip hop scene. Just been traveling around the world since I was about 14, 15 years old. Been extremely blessed, man, just to continue to do it, and for all those people that always told me, you know what, Moy, you should stop doing. You're going to break your neck, break your bones, and all this stuff. I mean, it's been a blessing to travel to over 50 different countries worldwide, do feature films, national national television commercials and more. So just extremely blessed, man. But, b-boying is what I do, is what I live. And I've been breaking since I was 11 years old and still doing it, man.
So what's the first country that you went to for b-boying?
Yeah, the first country I actually got invited to was Taiwan, and I couldn't go because my mom said I was too young.
That's loco. How
Exactly. They actually called and had to talk to my mom, which is pretty embarrassing because my mom only speaks Spanish, and they just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? But the actual first country I ever stepped foot on was Japan, and honestly, Japan has been the biggest and the most inspirational country for me. So I've been there 15 times already.
Oh, wow.
And still going, man. People are still inviting me there. People still want to see me dance, which is crazy because I'm getting old. I'm getting old in this dance scene, man. But still a blessing to do it,
You're a young OG. So did you get culture shock when you first went to Japan? Were you like...
Man, no doubt, man. I'm straight from Mexico, man. So, going to a whole different country, I'm used to eating tacos and burritos and chips and salsa, and going to a whole different world. I didn't want to eat. I was forced to eat, and now I actually enjoy Asian food. So I'm a fan of Asian food now, but before I didn't want to eat nothing, man. But it was just a shock just to see different people and just to see the way people live. You come up from here. I mean, I grew up in Magnolia, which is the hood, right? So that's a shock already. But being in Japan and the discipline in the country, the respect people give, is just amazing.
Like they really, I've never been, but from my understanding, like they really appreciate certain movements and cultures. Like I hear there's like salsa bands in Japan, or they're into like jazz, or like some dressed like cholos and all these little subgenres.
Yeah, to be quite honest, they're all over everything the United States is pulling out. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, they can have different little cultures all over their country and all, but they're all about the U.S., man. And you go to every club in Japan, and everything is just straight up just American music, and they're rocking hard to it. And every restaurant is American, like just kind of like descent. They want that feel, that culture that we bring. And we're actually there trying to get their culture, but it's American made out there, man. Believe it or not. I mean, you go out there and it's just like a mini New York.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We're planning a trip to Shanghai with China.
Okay,
and I know that's totally different.
All right, so China. Let me tell you something about China, bro. When you go to China, just no matter how luxurious your hotel is, check your bed every time because they have a lot of bed bugs.
Wow.
So yeah, China. You got to have the right people around you to take you out to eat, because if not, you never know what you're eating.
You never know.
You never know what you're eating. So
Another one.
Straight up. You never know.
Here's a disclaimer to all the fans of the What Did He Say podcast that are of Chinese descent. The opinions expressed on the bedbug subgenre. No, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I'll mess around and like, since I'm already gonna be in Asia, mess around, just try to make a whole, you know what I mean? Like, well, I'm gonna go to Japan now. But how long is that flight though?
If you're flying straight to Shanghai, you're looking at a good 15, 16 hours.
So you've been there a few times?
Yeah, too? I've been to Shanghai probably about 3 or 4 times, and yeah, it's a long flight, bro.
Bro, what do you? I've never been on a flight that long. Like, what? How many books? How many movies? Like, what do you do?
Yo, honestly, the best thing to do is stay up the entire night before. Don't sleep at all. By the time you get to the plane, you're falling asleep. Pop like 2 melatonins, and you out. I remember my first trip. Even though I was so excited, I was like, "What the hell am I gonna do for 15 hours?" So I stayed up for probably about 2 hours of the flight, just kind of like watching movies. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I took my melatonin, knocked out, and I remember the pilot saying, "We're now making our descent into Shanghai." And
what?
I was like, bam, that's perfect.
You slept the whole?
I slept the whole way.
I don't think I could do that.
And so most of my trips now, most international trips, I sleep through them, man.
I don't think I could do that because like I'm on just too much caffeine and ADD, and it'll just turn into like.
Well, I had a pretty bad experience one time. I remember I was flying back from Japan. I had a layover in LA, and sponsored by another clothing line called Tribal Streetwear out of San Diego, and they had one of their photographers on board with us, and we hit like some crazy turbulence. I mean, people's cups were flying and hitting the top of the plane, and the luggage was flying off. The little gas mask came down, oxygen mask or whatever came down. The TV screen started coming down, saying if the plane were to crash, lean forward. Wow! I'm so tired. I'm still trying to sleep through it. So I'm like trying to sleep through it. Homeboy, the photographer, like gets me up. He's like, "Moy, we're gonna die. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to sleep. Like I'm trying not to even think about dying right now.
I'm tired.
Yes,
bro.
I see everything, but this dude just kept me awake. And so I was like, all right, we're gonna die.
Some people want to die in their sleep, man. That'd have been less stressful.
It's,
like, hey, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Wake me up in case it don't.
And that's what I'm saying, man. It's just a blessing to continue to do what we do because, you know, my boy Gravity and I were just talking, and, you know, people forget that, you know, they say, man, you guys get to live this amazing lifestyle. You guys get to travel and do this. Mm-hmm. But, man, traveling's overwhelming. Overwhelming. And every time we get on a plane, we risk our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, you risk your life in a car, too. Especially, like if I was to drive to El Paso, shout out August 4th, 5th, and 6th, plug. That's a 12-hour drive. That's why I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that your family's from Mexico. What
right.
part?
They're from Monterrey, Nuevo León.
Okay,
yeah.
Nice. So were you born there or here?
I was actually born in Monterrey, and I lived in the U.S. my whole life, so my Spanish is like gone.
So you came like as a youngster?
Yeah, like baby.
And so we read in your bio that it was your older brother that actually got you into b-boying culture. What was that, like in the 80s? Or?
Yeah, so my older brother Julio used to break in the 80s, and I remember being a kid, and I just kind of just glimpses of it. I would see him practicing on grass with like cardboard, and I would just see him head spinning, windmilling, back spinning. And so it's always been there like my whole life. So I've always knew what it was, but it was in 1995 when I went to Didi Middle School, and I saw a talent show, and I saw people doing it, getting down, and they were calling it techno dance.
What?
So it wasn't even called breaking. And I remember like just tripping out because it was some of my boys, which I felt like they hid this dance the entire time from me because I would chill with them on the daily. Mm-hmm. And then so I told them, I said, yo, what's up, man? I want to get down with the crew. I want to practice. And then they were like, yo, but it's a whole different lifestyle. You know, you got to dedicate yourself to it. You got to be true to it. Yeah, you got to be true to it. You know, this techno stuff is hard. And I'm like, yo, it's not techno, it's breaking. Yeah. And they're like, no, it's techno now. And I got into an argument with them about it being breaking or techno. And then, exactly. And after a while, I was just like, screw it, let's techno.
Oh, that's so dope. Yeah, shout out to Didi Middle School, man. I actually went to Holland Middle School, only because like the Vanguard program or whatever. And then I was zoned to go to Milby. Yeah, ¿verdad? Pinche genius, güey, nombre, los grades. I was zoned to go to Milby, but I ended up going to a prep school in Jersey.
Fresh.
That was my culture shock experience. It's not like Japan. But you know, being from.
But still coming out of H-Town.
I mean, or even more specifically, like just being from the Southeast. Yeah. Like pretty much 99%. Mexican American, like in Grand Oak Park, you know what I mean? Right. Pecan Park and Grand Oak. Just being from like, I didn't really interact with, you know, too many other cultures. And then all of a sudden I'm in this prep school. It's like mostly white and everything. And it was cold. It was a blizzard. So that's my little experience when it comes to culture shock. So when you're, at what age, I guess you answered earlier, like 14, 15, when you kind of really started taking it serious.
Yeah, you know, well, immediately right when I started dancing, I took it serious. I just think that it came at the right time because I was getting involved in all kinds of like negative crap, you know. So it came at the right time. But at 14 to 15, I was just already doing just some, I guess, crazy moves to, you know, to the b-boy eye. And so people caught on to it and they were like, man, who's this kid from Texas? And so literally I remember at one event, I just busted out this one move called an air flare. And at the time, there was maybe about 3 or 4 other people in the entire world doing it.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
And so I remember I was in LA at an event called Freestyle Session, and that just kind of just blew me up. And I remember coming home, and I didn't even have like a computer or anything. I had something called Web TV that somebody gave to me. And I remember checking my email, and I had like 150 something emails saying like, "Hey, we want you to go to France. We want you to go do this." And I'm just like,
"I'm 14, bro."
Yeah, it's crazy. And I didn't even know where to start. I thought I could just jump on a plane. I didn't know nothing about getting a passport. I didn't know nothing like that. So I remember getting invited for one of my first trips, and my mom didn't. Like I said, my mom didn't want me to go, but yeah, man, early age, and I just kept on, bro. When you love something so much, you just go on. You don't expect nothing from it. You just do it because you love it.
So when you became, I guess, worldly and just cultured and just being around and experiencing and your mind being different than most adults, even to this day, a lot of adults don't even leave their city or their side of town.
Right.
So here you are, 14, 15 years old, experiencing France and all these places. How do you think that just change your point of view on everything?
Man, it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about just building responsibility. You said it yourself. A lot of older people, they don't get to step out of their own city. Well, I thought about my own parents for the in this time, and I just said, my parents never got to travel the world, and here I am at 14, 15, nearly spoiled with all these opportunities. Mm-hmm. And immediately that taught me a lot about responsibility and being grateful for things, never taking advantage of it. And taught me a lot about professionalism, because a lot of young kids, they get opportunities and they don't know how to follow up with them because they blow the opportunities because their heads get so big.
That's what I was going to ask. It happened to me. I've experienced it when you're a youngster and all of a sudden, you're getting all this new attention or whatever. At any point, did you feel like, whoa, I need to stay on?
In a sense, yes, and not really. I mean, I've always kind of kept my head straight on, just because I've always surrounded myself with people that wanted to be successful and wanted to work hard. That was my main thing. I didn't want to surround myself with people that wanted to smoke all day, drink all day, or just party all day. I wanted to be successful at what I do.
Well, if you not want to be around people who smoke all day, Joseph, you may want to exit the building.
Peace out, Joseph.
Because Moy just said he don't want to
do something with your life, bro.
This is actually an intervention here with Joseph. We actually set this whole podcast up to talk to you about your life and your future, man. What advice would you give Joseph?
Well, first, I would just want to say that you would have to go to a barbershop and start get a little clean taper.
Oh, man.
Start cleaning up your life little by little.
Clean up your act, beginning with that haircut.
You, bro. I just messing with you.
Beginning with the haircut when you clean up your life. Starting with the back of your neck. So, when I was asking, at what age did you start taking it serious? I guess what I was trying to get at is, describe that moment when you went to your mom. You're like, hey, so I'm going to be a professional b-boy for my career. Was she like, yeah?
Yeah, man, honestly, it took a long time for my parents to accept what I did. They let me do it because I loved it, and mm-hmm. I was their son, and they were just like, okay, just do it, whatever, mm-hmm. shut up, Mm-hmm. But I couldn't say they started, they didn't accept it right away. It was more of I had to show and prove myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't do it because I was trying to prove my mom or my dad wrong. I just did it because I loved it. And like I said, when you love something so much, things just start happening. It's just organic, and, it just that moment I got one day where I just felt like, damn, this could be my life, It was a shock. It was a shock because I didn't know if I wanted to be excited. I didn't know if I wanted to be sad, because you start with your boys, but then you get singled out.
Yeah.
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 And so I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, can my boys come with me? Mm-hmm. So it kind of makes you sad at one point. It makes you sad, but then again, it's you kind of reverse that, and you're like, if my boys got the opportunity, you think they're gonna wait for me? Hell nah.
Yeah, you gotta make.
They're about to bounce.
You gotta represent.
Yeah. So that changed the game for me, man. And again, that's all grown man thinking, and that's why I surrounded myself with people that allowed me to think this way.
And one thing that I'm hearing in everything you're saying is that, the love for the art form and the passion for just how much you love it, just keeping that a priority helped keep you on track, helped keep you grounded, to where it wasn't about, okay, once I get this money for doing this, I'm going to go floss and stunt on people and go get the newest whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He come on that damn Bentley again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just it's more so about.
Nah, man, it's never been about that. And honestly, man, living as a b-boy, it's a grind. I mean, just like every other artist, you see an artist and they're successful one day, but that doesn't mean they're successful all the time. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like every other artist. I'm trying to hustle and grind every single day. Every gig is a gig, you know, and every gig matters no matter what it's paying. And it's never been about that life. It's always been about just trying to see the future in things, you know, and not live for just that moment, but live for future moments as well. And so, man, it's taught me a lot. And
so let people know your all your social media, your name.
Yeah. So if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at bboymoy at bboymoy.
Yeah. So I was seeing on Snapchat the other day that you were out in LA doing like some photo shoot stuff. Let us know what was going down.
Yeah, so I was out in LA last week, and I'm an endorsed athlete for Monster Energy. So we were out there doing a shoot, video shoot and photo shoot with the Monster team of B-boys. Mm-hmm. And we were just out there, man, just vibing. You know, being part of the Monster family is amazing, bro, because they're a lifestyle brand, and they just want to party and have a good time, you know. But letting the artists be themselves and not telling us what to do or what to wear. They're just like, yo, just rock it. You know what I'm saying? Rock it the way you rock it. And we were out there just having a good time. And we actually flew up to San Jose as well for an event and had the team compete. And I was actually a judge. I was actually a special guest judge that day. But, you know, Monster's taking care of us, man, and can't complain. And again, just a b-boy from the hood, just trying to make it, you know.
Yeah, that's super dope that they it's an energy drink, but it's a lifestyle brand, like you said. And it's interesting because, like, I don't know a whole lot about the b-boy world, but it's cool that they sponsor y'all and treat y'all like athletes, almost like you would a skateboarder or a snowboarder or you know, BMX and all these other.
Yeah, man, actually, it took some time, you know. It took some time for corporate companies to actually kind of respect what B-boys do, because we were always looked at as the street guy, the street dancer, the thug, and all that. So, and honestly, in 2011, I'm the one that actually wrote a proposal to Monster and was like, yo, I think you guys need to do this. The competitor company is trying to do it, so I think we should do it. They were like, no, you know, we're not ready for that. In 2012, they hit me back up and were like, Moy, if you're ready, we're ready.
And
since then, man, they've just been holding it down. We've been growing every single year. And so pretty soon we're looking to recruit some more B-boys, man. So create more opportunities for our scene in our community, you know?
So right now I want to shout out, Moy has a hip-hop school for youngsters, for the youth. It's called Break Free. And if you saw the video that we just put out, the little Spanish remix of My Boo to the, you know, the dun, 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 dun. We actually shot a lot of the scenes there in the dance studio portion of the school. And a lot of people made a comment. They're like, "Yo, create your escape. Like, that's powerful." Like, I don't know if they thought I just came up with it or whatever. Yeah. But anyway, that's what it's from. It's from
probably did.
Yeah, you never know. But we're clearing it up. We're clearing it up. Create your escape. If you saw that, that's where it's from. And tell us about the event this Saturday, going down this Saturday.
Yeah, so this weekend, man, Friday, July 29th, up until Sunday, July 31st, it's a big weekend for Break Free, man. So we've been operating here in Houston, just sharing our services of positive hip-hop culture for 5 years now. So we're celebrating 5 years of hip-hop education here in Houston. And so Friday, we have a discussion panel, and we have free workshops. So if anybody in the city of Houston wants to come out and learn, Friday in the evening time at Break Free, free workshops, man. We'll be teaching everything there is to know about breaking, and they're also going to be followed up with some hip-hop discussion panels. So if you guys free and just want to just soak up in some knowledge, then that's Friday. Saturday is an all-styles event, so that event caters to all styles of dance, and that's going to be held at Chingo Bling with Houston at TBH Center, which is kind of a staple here in Houston, if you're from, Second Ward or that East End area. So a lot of people know about it. So we got an event happening there, all styles competitions for kids, for adults. And then it's going to end with the Big Bang, our Big Bang event called Freestyle Session Texas at Drink Houston on Sunday, July 31st. And the winners of that competition are going to get flown out to Los Angeles, all expense paid trip for the World Finals.
That's super dope. My daughter is actually a student. And when I tell you, man, like she's been, ever since she was little, she was somehow in the mix of what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like me always promoting like the arts and just creativity and imagination. But I'm going to tell you a quick story. She was actually attending art classes at the Museum of Fine Arts and all that. And she was doing that. She was like, "Oh, how'd it go? It's good. And here's what I painted. What'd they teach you? Oh, a little something." And then when she got into Break Free, she was like, "Hey, I don't even want to go back to another school." She just like, she jumps out of bed, 7 a.m. and she's having her breakfast, and on the way there, I mean, she's constantly like making up little rhymes and little Dr.
really
Seuss,
dope,
the cat in the hat, and the cat was fat, and the rat, and then she'll come home from school and she'll be like, "Daddy, today I battled a boy, and I battled him in rap, and then we did a cipher, and we break dance, and then she'll be here practicing moves, and it's like super dope, man. Like, I wish they had that when I was a kid." So all the parents out here in the H-Town area, breakfreehouston.com. They're doing fall semester stuff. They're about to wrap up the summer camp, right?
Yeah, summer camp ends this week. We got fall semester starting August 8th. We actually have an orientation night happening August 4th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So all you parents out there, interested in hip-hop culture, breakfreehouston.com. Get more information, or you can call us at 713-944-4699.
And Joseph's going to insert all the info at the bottom for the YouTube version, breakfreehouston.com. And there's a lot of kids in there, so I know that the slots are filled up. So don't sleep on the opportunity. But yeah, man, I've just been like enjoying like seeing my kid, like her little creativity develop, and her just absorbing like actual hip hop culture, not no World Star, not no. I don't even think they do Rap City and all that. That's that's rap. That's something else. But just knowing the fundamentals and actually look, there's actually one of her little projects she did with Cease. Yeah, little. And then this is funny. The other day it was raining. And she's like, "Oh man, it's raining." She's like, "I'm not gonna get to spray paint today." And I was like, it was like early in the morning. I was like, hold on,
parents, don't get it twisted. It's not vandalism. No, we're doing positive things.
No, of course they they break it down. They explain like, the teacher makes it clear like, okay, there's a difference between vandalism or whatever. Yeah. So.
Nah, man, for us, it's inspiration for us too. One of the reasons why I started Break Free back in 2011 was because when I was a kid coming up, I had to, create a practice spot. That's where actually create your escape comes from, because I had to make my escape. I had to find a way to do it, and that started off by kicking my mom's coffee table to the side, trying to get down while she's watching novelas, and she would just always yell at me all the time, and so practice spots weren't easy to come by. And so when I first started Break Free in 2011, it was open all year long. We weren't even running that many classes. It was more for like the community to come out and just, here's a space, we're paying for it, take advantage of it. It's a positive place. No, you got no room to complain. You got no room to not say you can't get better, right? Because we have everything here. And so did that for like a year or two, man. And I just felt like the scene wasn't really taking advantage of that. So I was like, man, let's screw it. Let's teach kids. Let's take it to a whole nother level.
And you know what? I agree. Like, once you add structure and curriculum to it, it just does something. It's like as if I were to build a studio where people could just drop by, whatever. Right. I think people might be skeptical, like, I don't know. But if you structure it to where it's like, oh, well, Manny Fresh is going to show you how to make a beat or whatever.
It just creates more value, and that you got teachers that are actually putting emphasis on the work that's being taught there. And so, again, it's really motivating and very inspiring for us, because a lot of us as kids, we didn't have that growing up. You said it yourself. You wish you had this as a kid, and so we live our younger life through Break Free as well with these kids. And so just seeing your daughter and all the other kids, man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing for sure.
All right, so usually what we do is our producer, Joseph, we put him on the spot, and he comes up with some questions. Let me see. All right, we're going to do some. These are Joseph questions, everybody. Shout out to Facebook, shout out to YouTube, and, of course, Apple Podcasts. We're trying to get it on Android, but Joseph's being slow. Just blame everything on Joseph. Dude. Damn, Joseph. Joseph. Okay, yeah. So here's one of the Joseph questions. In your professional career, you appeared on some commercials and feature films. What are some of those that you've been in?
Some of the movies that I've done is Step Up 3D, Meet the Spartans, Spring Break 83. Some of the commercials I've done are T-Mobile, JCPenney, McDonald's, K-Swiss, Pepsi. I can't even think of it anymore.
It's a lot of them.
Yeah.
So you see everybody's subscribing to the What Did He Say podcast. We are giving y'all some superstar talent. Some, we got a movie star in here is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And he's giving y'all the game. All right? So either you're going to soak it up. Yeah, he's being humble.
I was a stunt double.
Hey, but you work on your craft and you put your passion into it. And there you go. What's it like working with kids?
Oh man, it's amazing because we get to relive our younger lives. So working with kids, it definitely could be tough, because you're working with the age, but it's a blessing in disguise because you get to live your younger life through them, and so it's enjoyment, man. You get fulfilled with happiness because you've seen kids get happy teaching them this craft or this art, So.
Definitely. How much work do you have to put in to learn new moves?
That's every day, man. 24/7. That's if it's not physical, hands-on training.
I don't know if you. Hey man, I don't know if you lactose intolerant. That got milk and stuff in it.
I use soy for all of them.
Oh, okay, perfect. Where is this from? So we
But
can
I
shout
can
them out.
ready this for you.
No, I'm gonna pass it to Gravity.
Caffeine?
Oh, this is from Miss Caffeine. Shout out to pass this to Gravity. I don't know if Gravity's into caffeine, but we're just gonna give him a plug.
So it takes a lot of physical training, but even besides the physical training, man, I mean your mind got to be creating every single minute. Every single minute you gotta be creating. So it takes a lot of work, and that's why I say 24/7 thinking.
Awesome, yeah, imagination. Shout out to Caffeine Coffee Shop that is down the street in Museum District, 3rd Ward area.
Oh damn, that's strong.
Yeah, that's gonna have you. Woo, man! What did I just tell you, man? That when I take that long plane to Shanghai, I'm not gonna be able to sleep because I'm always on caffeine all day.
If my wife's watching this, I'm not drinking it. It's part.
What? Oh, because of the calories or what?
No, I'm just joking. I just never drink coffee, so.
You know, it's actually
No, I drink
What
it.
is it?
that's a mocha.
Oh, but that probably has caffeine in it.
Yeah, it does, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Man.
If I die, I mean,
Yeah,
it's on footage.
yeah. Some people are not good with caffeine. Okay, this is a Joseph question: hard or soft?
Soft.
Cabrón, pinche Joseph. Okay. Any pet peeves?
Damn, yeah. I gotta think though. There's so many.
Yeah, you got a long list.
I don't like when people write on their skin with pens, and I don't like it done to me.
Oh, it's just one of those things.
It's
that
just one
irks
of those
you, right?
things. I just can't. I was at Break Free earlier, and somebody was messing with a pen, and it popped, and it
The ink got on you.
it got on my skin. I literally ran and got a Clorox wipe, and I couldn't take it. So it's like I can't stand it. You know what I mean?
Favorite sport to watch?
Basketball.
Favorite cartoon?
Tom and Jerry.
Favorite curse word?
Shit.
He said
I don't curse.
But hey, we made him cuss today. If you could make a jingle about yourself, what would it sound like?
Ooh. Oh man. I have no idea. Biba Moy, boy, Biba Moy. I don't know.
With a snare come in. Okay, so a couple more rapid fire questions, and we know you got a busy weekend coming up, so we're gonna let you go. Favorite dance move?
Favorite dance move? Headspins.
Awesome. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Japan.
Nice. What foods do you dislike?
Broccoli.
Nice. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just one more time, I'm going to plug it. This weekend, big weekend, give them the recap. It's the 5-year anniversary, Break Free Houston. Give them a couple more details about that.
5-year anniversary going down this weekend, July 29th through July 31st, happening at Break Free Friday night, TBH Center, Talento Bilingüe, the Houston Saturday night, and then Sunday at Drink Houston. For more information, visit breakfreehouston.com, or to get more details, call 713-944-4699.
Follow him on Instagram, Snapchat, all of that. B-Boy Moy. Once again, man, huge honor. We have a little gift for you.
I appreciate it.
Much
bro.
respect, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Shout out to Monster Energy. All the instructors at Break Free. Shout out to Cosmo, Jesse, Jeremy, Cease. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody.
Yep.
But this is for you, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, man. Thank you.
¿Quién más? Enrique. Of
Okay,
course.
yeah.
Just everybody at Break Free. We're very grateful, man, for educating our child and just molding the future. Keep doing what you do. It's very inspiring. Thank you so much,
No
Moy.
doubt, man. Thank you. Yo, again, for everybody out there, man, Break Free. If you're from Houston or you're from the surrounding area, Break Free. It's one of those places that you have to visit because all the information we're telling you means nothing unless you go there and you set foot in the environment because you will not want to leave. BreakFreeHouston.com one more time.
I post, if you follow me, I post anytime I'm up there like on Fridays when they kind of show off what they learn. And I get a kick out of like seeing the kids like rap and dance and they're pretty good. So once again, man, thank you so much. Follow him on Snapchat, Instagram, all that. B-Boy Moy. What Did He Say podcast. See y'all later. Peace out.
El podcast que controla todo. Sin mamadas.